We got all the plasma conduits. Let me just show you a piece of this basically, and I can just kind of show that off. But essentially what we have here with the plasma conduits is we just took them and just basically picked a direction and then magnetized everything in that direction. So every piece is directional basically. So it'll click on one side but won't on the other. And then like just the magnets on the back of the lights we explained in the other video, we shaved down. I'm trying not to shine it at the light. We shaved down basically the casing that the magnet came in, and basically modified it to make it low profile and make it so the sides don't glow like intensely and there's no dome, so it's still bright from the bottom but it's not interfering with the camera. And then you'll see here just same thing, we just go right on to the next piece and it's the same thing. It'll fit on one side but it won't on the other, and then boom, next piece, same thing. And then all I did with these was I just drilled out the hole right through the center. You know, do a little guide hole, drill out the hole right through the center, and then you know, stick your magnet in there, make sure the polarity is in the right direction, and then go from there. And then here we have the feet on here just to stabilize it a little bit, and essentially the feet are just you know, drilled out right where they would sit in here. You just put a little magnet right through the center there, and then you put one right where the foot would sit here, and then that gives it that stability. And when it's not on there and it's painted or whatever, it's no big deal. If it's going up the side of a building, the feet can go like that up against you know, basically the building or whatever, and magnetize along with your pieces right here if you space them out correctly, like the magnets on the side of the building. Or in this case, you know, this one is not going on the side of the building, it's sitting on top of the building, and it basically just magnetizes across there. And then you'll see how each piece, you know, essentially connects, and the more pieces you have connected together, the stronger all of it gets. So as you're like messing with it, it's most likely to like come apart and, you know, get a little shaken up. But once you kind of get it all in there and get everything like sitting comfortably and where it's supposed to be, you know, it's basically just not going to be moving around. So once you get it all sitting happy and everybody kind of like in their little ridges, and it just all starts sticking together. Oh, I forgot this guy. Just starts sticking together more and more and gets more and more solid. And then, you know, after a little bit, you're set, ready to go. And let's see, I did these little ammo crates right here. I did just stick a tiny little magnet in one little corner right there, just so whenever they're in a spot on the board, they're just going to kind of stay in that spot. So as you're moving, you don't have to worry about, because there's magnets everywhere. So, and then these are just kind of sitting here. They go along with it. Oh, I did do the ladders. I want to show that as well. This was definitely a cool one, I thought. Basically, because the less stuff that you could just knock over and have moving around, the better, I figured. So all I did with the ladders is there's two different style ladders. The one style, it fits in here a little bit better. There's like a ridge, but basically I just took a piece of plastic card, the length in between two rings, or rungs of the ladder, and I just cut that out, took the magnet, glued it to the center of the plastic card, and then stuck the plastic card to the back of this. So now wherever my magnet is, obviously you can see it pretty clearly in the video there, I just take the ladder and line it up, and then that actually like holds the top down. So like in this one, you'll see the ladder itself is actually holding the top to it. So if I remove the ladder, the top actually comes off a little bit easier. So again, the more things you have magnetized in the right way, the stronger like the whole set comes, and the stronger it all becomes, like building onto each other. And then I did do some of these low and some are high. So again, if you just space them out, you know, and take the time in the beginning, you'll see that now you have ones that fit on the low rung and ones that fit on the high rung. And then once that's all painted up and everything, you know, you'll never be able to tell. And just make sure that everything is magnetized in the same way, and all your different accessories will be able to be swapped out and placed in any of the locations, you know, no problem. And you can basically you know, just swap between like your little computer screens, your ladders, you know, whatever else you want to do. I mean, any of these, any accessory that you magnetize in one direction, you know, basically you're able to swap between. And that's the importance of, again, taking the time in the beginning and making sure that you magnetize everything in you know, a consistent way, and then that way your whole kit is good like this. And then, you know, you can add on to this forever, infinitely, and you'll have, like, you know, everything you magnetize, as long as you just magnetize it. Like I said, it's important to go in one direction. Oh, and then there's one other piece that I do want to show. Okay, so look, this guy right here, remember we were talking about everything's magnetized in the same way, okay? So you have, like, you know, that's one direction, the other direction, so you can't flip this and then stick it. It won't work because they're magnetized in the opposite direction. This is a piece that we made, and there's a little video on how to make this piece right here, and essentially all it is, oh, actually, that's not part of it. Essentially all it is it's just a reverse polarity piece, so it will stick like both directions to a piece. So essentially, oh, you got to pick the right side of the piece, but now it'll stick that way, and then you can flip it 180 degrees, spin it around, and it'll still stick. So what that lets you do is it lets you take a piece and you want to stick this on here, it sticks, but you want to spin it and it won't stick. It lets you put this piece right here, and now it will stick in the opposite direction. So now you have it stuck this way. Without that piece, though, it won't stick this way. If you switch it like that and then go like this, you have to switch that as well. And you know, that's essentially just allowing you to reverse polarity. So when you have like a situation that you need to have basically like a magnet like rejoin into a pillar where you have two of these and they're all going in the same direction, in order to join one in, you're going to have to reverse the polarity between them. And don't get scared away either by like me always knocking my board over and like decimating stuff, because it is very difficult to like actually you know, pay attention and do all this stuff and narrate and like, you know, not wreck it Ralph on my board. Also, not to mention that there's like other factors involved too. Like for instance, I've been waiting so long to change this one piece out of there because I cannot wait to have. I love these stairs. They're so awesome. They look super cool and everything. But this thing is just, it's so bad in the way. I don't know if you could see this better now though. No, you really can't. Yeah, you know. But I mean, when you're first assembling all this stuff and everything, you'll see it's like kind of a pain that it's not just straight glued. And then after a little bit, you know, you'll start realizing, okay, there's a couple things. I could glue this, I could glue that. I don't need to glue this, I don't need to glue that. This is always falling. I'm just going to glue this for now. You know, and that's all okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But after you build it a couple times, you'll realize like there's certain stuff that you're always going to want to have, at least for this build. And if you're like me, you know, you'll decide at some point in time like you want to expand onto it. You may decide that, you know, you want to expand on and keep your board just how it is and just make it bigger. You may decide that you want to get more kits and you know, start over with all your pieces and just build a complete new board. But you know, that's the freedom of it, and that's what's so awesome about this setup, is that you know, you do have that freedom to do whatever you want. So but that's funny, as you're like banging around on this stuff, the lights are like switching colors, so like they're all like random colors now. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hope you got a lot out of it, a little out of it, any out of it. Warhammer Man Studios, and I'm out of here. Come back tomorrow for some fresh content. Give us a like and subscribe. We really appreciate it, guys. Definitely loving all the support lately. But the amount of views that we have compared to the amount of likes and subscribes, it would really help out the channel and help us grow. You know, if you could just share us on social media. And oh, we are also going to be doing a video for the 100 subscriber video giveaway. I was not expecting it this quickly, but we already hit 100 subscribers today, and I will be giving away the limited edition Sisters Battle Cannon S. And I'm making a video probably tomorrow to let you know how you can qualify to win that. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.